Hey everybody, this is Andrew and Kyle from the CasualCore podcast, and today we are reviewing Tiny Troopers.
For those unfamiliar, Tiny Troopers is an iOS game that has been ported to PC, which is, for Steam, and then it'll also be ported to Android in 2013. Andrew, what did you think of Tiny Troopers?
I thought it was actually pretty good for an iOS game to PC. One of the things that I liked the most about the game was how the missions were set up. So you control like a squad of 2 or 3 soldiers in each mission, your Tiny
Okay.
Troopers, and you go around fighting enemies, by tapping on them to shoot. You're blowing up their structures with grenades and rockets and stuff like that. And you also have collectibles like dog tags and health packs so you can make it through the stages. And then at the end of each stage, or mission, whatever you want to call it, you get airlifted out by a helicopter like a boss.
Very nice. How long did it take? You said I missed that.
Each mission only lasted like 2 to 5 minutes, so it's really good. Like, if you just want to sit down and play through a bunch of missions at the same time, you can. Otherwise, if you have some time here and there during the day, you can sit down and play one or two.
Very cool. Now, one of the things I noticed about the game, and I know we've talked about this before we started recording, is the realism. There's a surprising amount of it in the game for being this silly top-down shooter with chibi little tiny troopers. Your soldiers actually die.
Yes.
Which is weird.
Mhm.
Did you like that? I found it kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool too. Also, how the longer your soldiers survive in each mission, like
Yeah.
each mission you complete with the same group, they get more powerful, like they level up. So there's actually a point to keeping them alive in the mission.
And part of that, besides just the leveling them up, is the fact that you kind of start to care about them when if you lose one, you hear them die. Like, they make
Yeah.
death sounds, they cry out.
hmm
That's kind of the duality of it, though, is that I also didn't like it. I got unnerved at points. There is definitely some real war-like sounds, but it's all like ramped up pitch-wise, so it's supposed to sound cute. But you're hearing people crying out for their moms and stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, I shouldn't be laughing at this because it's really serious, and I don't know if people with like PTSD would be able to handle this game, and it's a cute little game.
Yeah.
So,
It's,
but
it's an interesting mix.
it is an interesting mix, and it's something that I definitely don't knock it for the interesting mix. It's something that I think a lot of people who don't have maybe a ton of time to play, like you said, it's a perfect game to sit down and just do a couple of missions. But that realism is something that I don't know if I can handle for more than couple missions at a time. So that double, that there's two reasons why that short mission thing really works. What didn't you like about it?
I was having issues with my mouse cursor constantly disappearing. I don't know if it was options that I had to switch in the options menu or because I'm running dual monitors or something like that. But even when I would exit out of the game and restart it and like switch it into window mode and stuff, doing certain things in the game would just cause my mouse cursor to completely disappear.
That's weird.
Yes.
I didn't encounter that too much. I had a couple of little glitches here and there, but is that really the only thing that you didn't like about it, or is there anything else?
I suppose the one thing I would probably knock it for is how short the game can actually be.
Yeah.
There's 30 missions in total, and each mission takes, a couple of minutes. So if you just decided to sit down and play through it, and like you could probably beat it in an hour, hour and a half if you really wanted to.
If you're booking ass,
Right.
And, and I agree. That's actually one of the main things I am gonna dock it and knock it. I rhymed. That's great. For is the fact that it's so short. I would have liked to have seen more content. Really, it's if you're gonna port a game over from a mobile platform to a PC platform, I'm not expecting miracles, but give me more than roughly the same amount of missions on the iOS.
Well, and I think they could even take an example from Angry Birds. To be perfectly honest, because Angry Birds, even the original, like they have like 3 different acts, but each act is like 20 or 30 missions.
Which maybe that's what I don't know. We haven't talked to the people yet, but maybe that's what they're gonna do. Maybe they just wanted to get it out and they'll add some DLC. If not, there's some free advice for you guys. Add DLC for free to Tiny Troopers to make it a little bit longer of a game.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have gone over what we liked, what we didn't like. The question is, For the price point, which is $10 again on Steam, would you buy it?
Uh, Probably not. I think if it was $5, yes.
Okay, so I believe then the agreed price point for me as well is $5.
Yes.
$5, it feels worth it. There's enough stuff. It looks good. I mean,
Hmm.
visually HD, it looks fantastic, but it feels too much like an iOS game to be a $10 PC title. When you could back before it went free to play, you could spend $10 and get Team Fortress 2.
Right.
So, but $5, man, sign me up. I would buy it in a heartbeat because I've had a lot of fun playing it.
Hmm.
So, do you want to throw out an arbitrary out of 10 number? Because I think it's kind of fun to do sometimes.
If you want.
I'm going 7 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to buy if you want to spend $10. But really, it's worth about 5.
Yeah.
Are you also going 7 out of 10?
Yeah. That's right around. Because I mean, like you said, it's good. It's not that it's a bad game or anything like that. It's just, there are a couple things that they could add to and improve on, and it feels a little short for what they want to do.
Short like the Tiny Troopers. All right.
Uh,
Oh, that's terrible. I don't want to end it on that note, but I mean, really, I got nothing else. Again, guys, you can pick that up on Steam or iOS. On Steam, it's $10. Maybe wait for it to go on sale. If it does, check it out. We will be back. The next review we're doing is Torchlight 2, and then after that, we will be doing Borderlands 2. So thanks for checking us out. I'm Kyle.
I'm Andrew.
And you just listened to one of our awesome reviews. Bye.